Okay, the good news, the bad news, that's still good news. We're not really sure yet, but let's stay tuned because we're going to let you know whether it was good news or bad news or it's okay news. So we're live here in Bogo, where we've got these three characters. One seems to be tied down and the other two seem to be just hanging around. What is the news that these guys have got for us? Hello, guys. Is this bad news or good news? Huh? Bad news or good news? You let me know. Anyway, they're more interested in eating. So I'll swing this thing around, and yes, we had an opportunity to buy the neighbor's property, which was going to be right adjacent to where we were. We initially had asked them to hunt down who the owner was, and the owner said to them, I guess, about a year ago that no, he's going to wait until after this pandemic is over and he'll make a decision. Then he heard that we had bought the neighbors and said, okay, well, yeah, if they're interested, I'll sell it for the same price. Well, as so many things happen, he decided that, no, I want at least 1 million pesos more, which is about 25,000 Canadian or 20 US. And so the good news, bad news, good news is the good news we get to keep our money and keep it in our pocket. The bad news is we won't have that piece of property, but that's okay. So much property here takes a long time to sell. So maybe when we get back next year, we told them that we would leave that offer open. Anyway, good news is bad news and bad news is good news sometimes, right? So that's okay. So Lynn and I have been looking at some of these kind of plants. Turn it around here. And we've got some of these broad leaf. Now those things are probably close to 2.5 feet. And then if you look at the big banana here, they're the broad long leaf. I do not want those on the property. And if we do it, then I'm going to keep hacking these things down and keep them dwarfed because they can get messy. Love the idea of having the banana, but we're not a farm. We just want it for decoration. But right there is a very broad leaf, and Lynn is going to ask her mom today what that is, and because she's sure it's not banana. And so we're going to hunt that down. The beauty of a lot of these plants here is that you can, like a banana here, you can just go in here and find a little offshoot and dig it up. You see people walking down the street with, 6-foot banana trees, and they just replant them on their property. So we'll use that as an excuse to go exploring and that type of stuff. And if we can get one, then we'll start it growing and we'll take an offshoot off of the thing and make more because we've got time. And we've been in contact with the lady that has a cow. We've mentioned that a few times now, where we've given her permission now to go ahead and let her 3 cows graze on there to keep the stuff down. But ran into another person the other day who's got goats, and I said, well, if you're interested, and he went, yeah, I'm always interested. If somebody will let me graze my animals on their property, that's great. So there's our lawnmower. That's how we're going to keep our grasses down. We'll work with the neighbors and have some fun with this whole thing. Here's another picture of that same leafy thingy. I have no idea. I've never done plants. Anyway, this is at eyeball level, so it gives you an idea. This probably spans about maybe 8 feet. The leaf itself is probably close to 4 feet. But you can see that they have been taking trimmings off of this, so I'd be interested to know what this is. And that's interesting. That leaf is really remarkable. I find it remarkable. Anyway, there's a lot of banana right here. Just quickly show you that. And it's banana season here big time. And somebody's come in and already taken all of the banana off. Whatever these things are. See, they kind of... These may be juvenile banana, I'm not sure. You can sort of see the stalk coming through. I highly doubt they're banana because here's a much bigger version of the thing. I'll have to scan back now so you can see it. And you can see the scale against this abandoned crane here. Gives you a little bit better idea of the scale. And the reason I want this stuff is, as many of you family members know, I hate planting green. The whole planet's got a lot of green. I want color. And but in this particular case, to break up the monotony of these concrete fences, we'll look at something like that. We got some news from the niece and nephew that we ran back to Mandawi, and Lynn's mom, and it looks like others are getting the signs. It looks like the whole Omicron thing is spread through the family. I may have had just a kick because yesterday night at about 2:30 in the morning I woke up with a massive headache, and I never get headaches. So but it's all gone now, all clear. But the speed at which all of this happened, it was likely Omicron, so we were probably re-exposed. And but that's how life goes. I'm okay with it. At least it's not Delta. I think this guy's telling me off. These two are calling each other. It's funny. Okay, anyway, there we go. Let's wrap this one up. Enjoy your day, everyone.